For your home to become a guest favorite on Airbnb can change the game for you and can ensure that you get consistent and high-level bookings for a long period of time. But how do you achieve that? It's hard to achieve those kinds of results without understanding your guests and how to perfectly cater for them. And today I'm going to show you how to easily achieve by getting the type of data that is going to set your property apart if you properly apply the knowledge this data is going to give you. So I'm going to go into my screen here and I'm looking at this random listing that I found, and it's actually a guest favorite. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the reviews, because reviews are a really outstanding source of data. I'm going to copy a selection of reviews. Usually a generous number of reviews is good for a data sample. And then I will go to ChatGPT. So if you look at my screen now, I already pasted that in the reviews here. And I've also taken a screenshot of the property page. That's going to give ChatGPT context as to the property, and it's also going to give context to the type of guests. You can see where they're from and kind of who they are and stuff. And I'm going to just hit enter here. Okay, so here is the avatar profile. Amanda Reese, 34 years old, parents, everything that you can expect. You can imagine how the guest looks like. You can use a AI image generation solution like Nano Banana to come up with the exact way that the person looks. I find that model is better than the others. And then the demographic information here. Amanda Reese, 34 years old, Asheville, North Carolina, UX designer, $105,000, psychographics, prioritizes simplicity, functionality, and conscious living, practices daily yoga. So with that data, I'll definitely put a yoga mat in there and put some stuff in the unit that represents tranquility, maybe make the decor sort of suit that vibe. Strong interest in sustainability and design. So I would definitely pay attention to sustainability issues and use that. Hiking, forest, bathing, all those sorts of things she likes. Travel behavior. So in terms of things that I recommend for her to do, I would definitely put those things in there that she could do nearby. Travel frequency, 3 to 5 trips a year, short domestic getaways. So definitely somebody who you could remarket to. So you definitely want to get her on your email list. So if she's traveling 3 to 5 times a year, maybe she can make a repeat guest for you. Who does she travel with? Spouse or solo? So it's typically a couple or a solo person. So you have to consider that. The budget that she has. Try and make sure your pricing is, on her range for the particular season that you're talking about. What are the frustrations? She doesn't like the sterile hotel rooms. So of course your house being cozy and affording her a place to feel like a second home is very important, and doesn't like touristy stuff, travel patterns, complete guest journey map. Now this is going to tell you how she found your property or how she's likely to find your property, so you can initiate marketing to be able to capture her before she's ready to book, capture her interest before she's ready to book. So when she's dreaming about a place to stay, she's typically triggered by her being burned out, and she's going on Instagram and she's following influencers and she's getting the email blast from Airbnb, so that will influence her as well. Having a presence on Instagram is a non-negotiable as far as I'm concerned. It's the best visual way to represent your property, and people usually check out your social media before they stay if they get a chance to, and it helps definitely solidify the trustworthiness of your spot and the desirability. So I would definitely make sure that I'm on Instagram, especially to get in front of ideal guests like Amanda. And let's look at the booking decision phase. While researching, she wants to know, is it quiet? Is it red rocks? Is the kitchen stocked? Is the host attentive? What her dogs are? Her decision making, because everybody is careful about buying decisions. They don't want to make mistakes. Even after people have booked, they get buyer's remorse and sometimes cancel, or they're nervous or hesitant or worried that they didn't make the right decision. What she's looking for, she's looking for softness, stillness, scent, coziness, daily routine. So all these things are going to empower you to be able to provide a fantastic guest experience. One thing I want to draw your attention to is that the listing itself didn't really have a lot of, the host didn't put a lot into the listing in terms of the copy, and it's just one part is what's one block, the intro, and there's not a lot of long written stuff. What does speak for the listing is the reviews, and with high level of quality with the reviews, it's really the guests that market the property and not the property owner. And that's one of the things you need to take away from this, is that if you can understand the guest experience and try to make it perfect, then you will be able to get that status featured listing, and you'll also be able to attract repeat guests and be profitable. The guest experience is the most important thing. You can see that listing wasn't properly optimized. You can see the photos weren't even professional looking or anything, but the reputation that they have and the feeling that they deliver is perfect for the type of guest that property caters for. And if you want to become this level of host or this level of property, this will put you in a good spot. The link is in the description, and give it a shot. Tell me what you think. You can get in touch with us if you want to go over how we can help you to really make more money on Airbnb, to really elevate that guest experience to the highest level, so that you can be a featured listing, or even if you are already a featured listing, to make it even better. So my name is David Scott, I'm founder of STR Booster. See you in the next one.